Hey gang, I'm Gregory Dillon and welcome to another episode of Boy Meets Beauty, the hair edition. Yes, today we're talking all about hair care. I have gotten quite a few emails, questions, and compliments about how I maintain this very high maintenance set of tresses up here. First off, I have to give props where they're due. I cannot take all the credit. Brittany Manoogian is my stylist here in LA. She's at Estilo salon. Britt is amazing when it comes to blondes. And I absolutely love the fact that every time I go to her, she just gives me a very unique and sophisticated, very polished tone of blonde. Not like a very typical cookie cutter, golden or platinum. You know, they're always really unique and spot on. So thank you, Britt. And if you're here in LA, definitely go check her out. I will put her info at the end of the video. So moving on, why would we want to talk about why this is so high maintenance? Well, you know, when you color or bleach your hair, it is a lot more in regards to products being really fickle and how your hair reacts. And so having done this for so long, I have tried and tested all of them. And so I'm going to share kind of like my go-to everyday one. I know you're like, that many products? I'm like, yes, I told you it's incredibly high maintenance. So like I said, I've got tons of others, but these are like my gold standard ones that I could not live without. So let's dive in. We'll start with shampoos. You will recognize this first one from my drugstore favorite shampoo, the Quenched Sea Mineral Moisture. Again, I just love it because it's kind of like my daily go-to. It's inexpensive but effective. Works on dry, damaged hair, doesn't weigh it down. You'll hear me say that a lot. I'm big on it not weighing it down because, you know, my hair needs that moisture and repair, so it needs that luxuriousness of texture. But you can't just have it be rich and heavy because then it's going to be like womp womp. And I need it to be like this. So good go-to. My other kind of very on and off shampoo is the Kerastase Benzoatine 2. I've been a Kerastase boy for a really long time. I love their shampoos. Never really got on board with their conditioners. Sorry, Kerastase. Being honest. The only thing with Kerastase is it's very expensive. It's between $35 and $40 a bottle, which is a lot. It lasts a long time for me, but I know you girls with that long hair probably go through that in no time. So the number 2 is always my go-to. I want to try the number 3 because now that this was perfect when I was highlighting my hair, but now that I bleach it out, I could use a little extra repair. What's fabulous about this is the smell. It just smells, it smells like expensive French salon. You know, I'm sitting there, kicked back, getting a deep cleansing treatment with some cute guy in a white shirt massaging my scalp and sipping a cappuccino. All in that bottle. And it also makes your hair feel really soft and silky too. So there's another benefit. Now, my specialty shampoos are my toning shampoo. A toning shampoo is one that's going to neutralize any discoloration or correct color. After, you know, when you're coloring and processing your hair, your stylist will tone it to get it to exactly the right color. Everyone thinks that I just bleach it out to this. It's not true. My hair is bleached to chickadee yellow, literally I look like a peep. And then Brittany custom formulates with actually probably 3 or 4, I know, high maintenance. 3 or 4 different colors to get just the right tone, and we leave that on for a couple minutes, then rinse it out. To maintain that and keep it as it oxidizes from getting brassy or yellow, which just looks horrible and cheap, I use the Lonza Healing Color Care Silver Brightening Shampoo. I had always used Silver Lights, which I'm sure you're familiar with. It's kind of like the go-to purple toning shampoo, but purple cuts all of those yellow and brass tones. It's opposite on the color spectrum. So if you look at a color wheel, you can see what you need to neutralize the problem colors. So purple's gonna cut all of those, but this one is boom, ink. Look at that. It's really dark and deep purple, so it's super potent. A minute, it's perfect. I'll use it once a week now that I just had my hair done, and then as the weeks go on, I'll probably do it closer to twice a week. If you have very, very dry, damaged, and processed hair and you've not used a toning shampoo before, test it out and don't leave it on super long because if your hair is really porous, it'll suck up all of that purple color. And in addition to neutralizing, it's gonna turn it purple. So you wanna make sure you start out with a little bit less, and then you can kind of gauge how long you should leave it on for. I usually do it for like about a minute, maybe 2 if it's a little further out from my, my appointment. Also, directly after your hair appointment, you want to maintain your investment after you've had your hair colored or bleached and toned, and you want to make sure you're not using anything with too many sulfates or too many detergents. So I, for a couple days after I get my hair done, will only use Wen because it is a cleansing conditioner and it's free of all those things that are going to strip my fresh color and tone from my hair. So Wen, like I said, this is the sweet almond mint. I tried the pomegranate, I like this one better. So it's gonna cleanse and condition at the same time. So in wet hair, you apply a generous amount. It doesn't really lather, it kind of like emulsifies. And you leave it in for a few minutes and then rinse it. All the girls in my life, my mom, my sister-in-law, my girlfriends, go crazy over Wen. They love, love, love the way it makes their hair feel bouncy and full and thick and hydrated. I love it because it's shampoo, conditioner, cleansing conditioner. So it saves me time. So, you know, for the fullness and bounciness, I don't see a huge difference because my hair is short, but it does keep it in nice shape and nice and smooth and hydrated. So definitely worth checking out. It has a major cult following. Now, moving on to conditioners, there's only one that my heart belongs to right now. We reconnected in December when I saw him at Kohl's, Frederick Fekkai. We've been together like in the past, on and off. So no, seriously, so this is the Technician Color Care line. This is the Luxe Color Mask. Now, it's a mask, meaning that you use it for 3 minutes once or twice a week before rinsing it out. Because I process my hair, you know, it's bleached every few weeks, probably like once a month, every 5 weeks, I can use this much moisture. But what's amazing about this, also smells delicious. It's thick and luxurious, but it's kind of got like a creme gel texture. It does not weigh the hair down. So I'll use a little bit of this every day as my conditioner to rinse it out. And it keeps my hair sleek, shiny. The cuticles are nice and soft. Lots of bounce, and again, but no drop on it. So one of my absolute favorites. And now available at Kohl's, go figure. So this little guy is like $8. I got that one because I was traveling. The big one I think is like 25, which is not that bad. So highly, highly, highly recommend this guy. My heart belongs, like I said. I used to do his personal appearances, Monsieur Frederick Fekkai. Nice guy. Always suggested the same lip colors to women. They fawned all over him. I've never seen a bunch of housewives go so crazy for a man before. Whatever. Moving on to after the shower, I do a leave-in conditioner, and my go-to fave is It's a 10. Is it a miracle leave-in product? Is it a miracle? It's good enough to keep me using it for quite a few years. Does 10 things from repair, add shine, detangle. I do just a couple sprays and then work it through the hair. Like towel dry it first a little bit. Don't overspray this because too much and you're gonna have wet noodle hair. So definitely if you've not tried it, they make a light one if your hair is very fine. And they even make like a tinted one for blondes, but I've always just stuck with this one. I've made really happy with it. Detangles and keeps everything on the moisture track, but without weighing it down. You do want to make sure that if you're using something like this that has a lot of panthenol and amino acids, that you're balancing it with enough moisturizing products, because a lot of people tend to think like the protein is super reparative, and yes it is, but if you use too much protein, it can cause a lot of breakage, especially in blonde hair. So make sure you're using an adequate amount of moisturizing and hydrating shampoos and conditioners to balance your protein reparative treatment. Now, speaking of weighing it down, you know I mentioned I like a lot of lift in my hair, and to get a little extra help with that is this guy. Victoria's Secret, So Sexy Style, so sexy. Soft and Tousled Wave Enhancing Spray. Well, Victoria's Secret is now one of my favorite products. So this is, you can see it's like a dual phase tousle spray, wave spray. So what I do is I actually spray a couple sprays into my hands and just crunch it and smooth it through, and then flip my head upside down and blow dry upside down, and I get that great lift and volume, and it stays like all day long. What I like about this texture and surf spray versus the other ones is that it does not make my hair feel dry or crunchy. A lot of times those surf sprays can make it a little too surfy. Like I just came out of the water and then to work, and that's not cute. I don't like, because then it starts to make the hair look too dry, and that's because of like a lot of salt in it, and it can also pull your toner color out. So this one has worked beautifully for me. If you haven't tried it, check it out. Also, if I ever want to just glossing serum, the Smooth and Glossy Shine Serum. These are great. This is the old packaging. They literally just changed the packaging. The products run from like $12 to $16, but they always have like 3 for $30. So I always had stocked up on them. That's why I've got the older packaging. But if you run to Victoria's Secret now, this is all on sale. It's the same thing as the new packaging. The new packaging is just like bright and pretty pink, a little updated. But I really like their hair care. Worth a shot. Of course, I still, even as a gay boy, feel incredibly weird walking into Victoria's Secret surrounded by bras and panties. I'm like, I swear, I'm just here for the hair products. Anyway, last but not least, you probably have heard of Jonathan Antin. Remember, he had the reality show on TV. It was a lot of cut, color, drama, and tears. He had a salon in Beverly Hills and in West Hollywood, and he launched his signature line, Jonathan product. And ever since it launched, I have used Dirt. Dirt is like a texturizing paste that recreates like day after hair when you haven't washed it. And it's got kind of all that really cool, you know, like movement and just like texture, and it just looks messy but just right. So this creates that. Now, there's a lot of texturizing pastes on the market. What has set this one apart from me is that it's creamier. You have to take it and like emulsify it because it's pretty thick, and then work it through your hair, and it smells delicious. It smells like vanilla beans. But it doesn't dry matte. A lot of times the texturizing paste will dry like matte finish, which on certain hairs is fine, but when you have bleached blonde hair, it just takes away the effect that I just tried to get. So I love this one for that reason. It has like a nice satin finish, so not uber glossy at all, but not bone dry, just like right down the middle, nice, really natural finish. Now, this is a better option for short hair like mine. Girls, if you've got the longer hair and you want to see some of that texture and movement in it, try Silky Dirt, also by Jonathan. It's in a tube. It's a more emollient, creamy version of this product with really similar results. I think you would really like it for that effect. And last but not least, to finish it all off, you'll also recognize this guy, my Tresemme hairspray from my drugstore Faves video. Perfect hairspray for me. Why spend more than $5 or $6 when you use it as often as I do? I like my hair like Marge Simpson. I want it the same in every picture. So, that's the perfect hairspray for it. So anyway, that is my story on my super high maintenance blonde locks, but not bad, right? Anyway, I want to hear about your favorites, if you loved any of these or tried any of these, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check the end of the video for Brittany's information and my social media at GregorsLA on Instagram and Twitter, and of course my blog, GregoryDillonBeauty.com/blog. And stay tuned, of course, got some super fun things coming up for you guys, so I will see you soon, and keep it beautiful.